that I've got the Oracle here so you can be Neo. I'm your host, Bill Noble. This is my co-host, Tobie Ward. Tobie, hi.
Hello.
We're here to have fun. And
Are we?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Promise?
Promise.
Promise.
Promise. No
Okay.
apocalypse. Okay. we are going to help you now. All right.
Okay.
So
let's go. I got my overalls on. I'm serious.
You're serious today?
Yes,
Okay.
It's my serious.
We want to welcome
We're
everybody
working.
who is. We want to welcome everybody who is here who has not yet commented, and we are going to get started. So, Tobie, check this out. Somebody, an XRP insider, sold $175 million of XRP, kind of crushing the price as it made a new high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Is he a silly goose, or, like, what do you think, like, what do you think of his motivations?
Who knows? People are silly. I mean, the important thing is it's another opportunity for us, right?
Right.
So always look at it through a selfish lens. Yeah.
If
other people do dumb things and it gives you an advantage, then you should be happy. So, I mean, I think XRP is going to go crazy this fall. So if you haven't got enough, this is another buying opportunity, because we're really not going to see these prices again in a long time.
Right. And our target last show, which hopefully you were here for, when what was 7 minutes, it looks like I went live from a different link. So
Okay.
I'm sorry about that.
I don't know what that means.
That means I made a mistake when I set up the live stream.
So what are we doing?
Eagle King, can you come in my ear? Are we in the right place now? All right, I think we're in the right place.
Okay.
So welcome everybody to the stream. Hopefully Restream is working. Okay, so we're never seeing these prices again in XRP. Our target's $7, and the guy who sold is a silly goose. All right.
There you go.
Do you have any insight? I mean, the market doesn't need a reason to go down, but I mean, so yesterday's decline was sort of shocking. I mean, do you think that was big players kind of, flushing people out so they could hoover up crypto? Does anything come to mind as to why that happened?
Well, I think you have to look at every coin individually. So again, I always have a problem with, visualizing.
Well, I was
the market
thinking about
as a whole.
Solana specifically.
Solana.
Solana was Solana looked like it was off to the races.
I think a lot of the concern with Solana has to do with the pump.fun stuff.
Right.
Because they're in litigation over that. I think it's going to end up being okay. I mean, thank goodness for the government that's always looking out for our best interest when it comes to pump.fun. I mean, did any of you playing? Because we went on pump.fun. I was, when it was newer, right? I think the worst thing about pump.fun is that, they kind of had a motto of no rug pulls, but there was a whole shit ton of.
Oh yeah,
of
it's
rug pulls.
Actually 98% was.
Yeah, but you know what? I guess for those of us who have seen this meme coin mania before, it's to be expected. I mean, if you don't know that, then what are you doing on a place called pump.fun? I mean, it kind of sounds like a porn site. What are you doing?
Well, now it's bonk.fun.
It's like, I know, again, see what I'm saying?
That might be exactly the same thing.
It's like OnlyFans for meme coins.
Oh yeah, it's more like Vegas, except even.
Well, exactly.
It's even a higher percentage of people.
Yeah.
Of people.
But thank goodness they're looking out for our best interests.
All right. Speaking for best interests, you had a great call that the Orange Man is only interested in the Orange Man. Some very interesting development. Do you remember the guy with the Viking horns who came into the Capitol on Jan 6?
Did he forgive him or something?
Yeah, I think so. But he wound up in litigation for 4 years or jail. And he came out yesterday and actually cursed off the Orange Man. So undoubtedly, you're wondering, why am I asking you this?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where the crypto angle
okay,
is.
here's the crypto angle. So they're coming out with an announcement on July 31st. They're making a ton of money off tariffs. Like, do you have any sense of what goes on July 30th? Do you have any sense of whether they're going to have ongoing crypto announcements?
Well, it's interesting, the timing of all of this, because I
Right.
don't know if you remember end of last year, beginning of this year, when I was talking about the end of July is going to be all this stuff, and these, I called them like financial institutions, and I kept asking for you to translate. I'm like, I don't quite understand what it means. Well, now all of that is coming true, right?
Right. It's the stable coins. Bank of America's got a stable coin.
Yeah. And so that's really it. And how that's going to affect the markets. And I think I sent you an interesting article. I've been saying with the ETFs, how these coins that go into ETFs are going to start acting like the stock market. And I sent you that article that they're like, oh, guess what? There's a correlation, right? So hate to toot my own horn. Actually, I don't. I love it. But this is part of that whole thing. And I think that's why that DeFi is really critical. And I've been talking to people all this year and even some of last year about the importance of getting into these DeFi projects earlier because of the financial institutions moving into it. And so that's really what this regulation really is about. Doesn't really personally benefit any particular crypto coin, but what it does is it opens it up to allowing a lot more people a lot more institutions in to the crypto market. And that's good because, more and more average everyday people are getting interested in crypto. I got a message from my cousin who I haven't heard from in a really, really long time. And she's like, you still doing that crypto thing? And I'm like, yeah, like the last person I would imagine being interested in getting in. So when you see that kind of movement, no offense, but when you see that kind of movement, why this is critical is because it's going to legitimize crypto. I mean, it was even a year ago where people were just saying, oh, that's not real, to me all the time. I would hear that and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, okay.
And neither are stocks. Yeah, I know.
Let me buy all your crypto. More for me. Go ahead.
Yeah. So that to me is the importance of this. I think it, and I said last year, I said one of the most critical things that can happen is that we get some legislation around it, because the big scary for me since I got into crypto is always worrying that the government is going to do something weird, because it existed in this odd limbo land, and now that it's being embraced by financial institutions, we're really not going to have to deal with that anymore. And it just legitimizes it, which is why my focus this year has been on these small caps and smaller coins,
right?
Because the bigger coins, your time was last year when I told y'all last year, it's okay to still get in, and they're great for long term, but for the bigger gains, you're going to have to go into these smaller caps and understand, the buckets and the waves that are coming and all that kind of stuff, so you can get in early. But right now, it's pretty early for almost everything.
Right, and they smashed everything yesterday. I mean, stuff
smashed. But
well, I mean, they hit it during the day. They hit crypto during the day.
I think there was something going on in the Asia markets too. So,
right. Well, they ran all this. They pushed everybody out in the day session, and then in New York, and then they continued it in Asia before London reversed it. Okay, so here I have a burning question.
okay.
And actually, you had Tornado Cash in today's picks, which are coming up. So don't go anywhere. So you pick Tornado Cash. There's a trial.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be settled favorably. So it's at its lowest point. It's had some little bit of movement the past couple of days.
You realize that affects antivirus massively, right? Because Tornado Cash is a giant mixer, right? And antivirus has the same functionality.
Yeah.
You know, the case is essentially,
but it doesn't take away from it. It just adds more legitimacy.
Well, that's
to
what
it.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right?
If
Tornado Cash is vindicated, right? That
and
means,
it looks like it's going to be. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'll shut up about it. So, because I mean,
no, I don't mean that shut up,
is,
but I'm just saying it looks like.
Well, yeah, we do one shut up per stream. I don't know. I don't know. You know, but wait a minute.
I'm going to get cards made. Shut up. No.
Okay.
No, I don't mean that.
Yeah, you do. Okay, so, okay, because the Tornado Cash case boils down to an IRS accountant who actually got burned in a romantic crypto scam versus the Tornado Cash case.
I don't even want to talk about this.
Okay. All right.
No,
no,
I don't
forever, baby.
No, I know what you mean, but I think it's so
because that
silly.
Because Roman Storm from Tornado Cash has what's called chain analysis on his side.
Yeah.
Because they're claiming Roman Storm had knowledge and was involved and could have stopped the big hack. Right. And
I think that's a really ridiculous argument that's extremely hard to prove.
Excellent. Okay, so off of that news, right?
I mean, how are they going to prove? Is somebody sent him an email saying, "Hey, there's a romance scammer out there"? I mean, I say that from personal experience, from the company that I have and how, you deal with those kind of issues about what goes through your site to avoid that kind of stuff.
Okay. Because the next question I have is, antivirus currently is at 3.5 million market cap.
Mm-hmm.
Tornado Cash is like 50 something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you want me to pull up a chart. I'm interested in where
I see 15 million easy for within the next 12 months.
Okay. Well, do you think anything can happen off the announcement to give it a bump off 3 million? In other words,
I don't think people are connecting it that way.
Well, they will be because I'll be on the air with Janice.
Well, yeah. I mean, whatever you can influence then. But I'm just saying, I don't think people think the way that I do, or not a lot of people think the way that I do, right? About these kind of things. So it does pave the way for AInTI and a lot of these other privacy coins, which I think are critical, which is why I think we got some more. We had privacy the other day. And
we had privacy the other day.
I think we got some today.
You picked Tornado Cash.
Yeah, and I think there's another one that I picked today, right?
All right, well,
or at least I was looking at it. But that's so critical. People don't even realize it's not even on their radar yet. So we're going to have to wait longer period of time. It's okay. We've got all the time in the world. When you get in early, I only got into crypto, I guess it's going on 6 years now, over 5 years. And all I kept thinking was, why didn't I do this earlier? But, it was weird, right? So again, getting in the early days and holding it, how many people have come to me and they're like, yeah, I bought Bitcoin when it was $100, but I sold it at, and I'm like, you don't want to be that person, right?
Right.
We're still early days with everything.
Right.
Everything. So as much of these really good projects that you can get into, just the better it is for you long term.
Okay. All right. So speaking of projects,
okay,
because we're gonna just rip into it. So you gave me a list the other day, right? Of just kind of like
Tuesday, the ones I gave you.
Yeah. You gave me a list when this thing was shitting the bed, and I did the ChatGPT GAN model thing. I'm just gonna read it to you and see what you think. So believe it or not, the thing that popped out first was Rune, right? Because that's cross chain. And anything that we can get our hands on cross chain.
Well, we've been talking about Rune for over a year.
Right,
yes.
Right. So they had problems. And then
that. I love when a really good, strong project has problems and everybody
bails.
Yeah, it's like you have this girlfriend that you go out with all the time, or friend, and they're a lot of fun, and then they go through a hard time and they can't afford to go out with you anymore, and all their friends dump them, but you got that one friend who's like, I believe in you.
Right.
You want to be that friend, but when that when those, it's like it's like it's like when it dropped that much, I'm like, that is an amazing project, pick it up.
Right.
It doesn't hurt.
All right. The second one that came out is Morpho, right?
Another one that really struggled.
Right. Is DeFi yield on base.
Yeah.
Right. Which,
and I'm really loving the base projects now. So maybe we'll have to do a base report.
All right. Well,
I think that's going to be critical in August. A lot of the coins on base. We did a base report before, and probably those of you who already have it, it'll probably be a lot of those same coins. But I will be looking for
virtual
some new stuff.
Base coin. Yeah.
Yeah. And I
all
love
right.
virtuals.
Well, we can. Okay. Who knows? We might be able to rock some base on Banter today. I don't know if we're going to be able to get to it. Chintai or CHEX, which is supposedly listed on Kraken.
Didn't we just talk about that a week or so ago?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, everything you've been picking has been RWA. Like when this thing was at the bottom, you picked all RWA.
Oh yeah, and there's big RWA movement coming.
Right.
So
and
that's really good.
And there's also Clearpool, which is very much a lending protocol, very similar to Syrup, which you gave me a news article about today. Like Syrup and Aave are kind of like the king of all this.
Yeah.
Right. And then, CHEX and Clearpool. Yeah. I mean, no one's talking about RWA, which is mind boggling because like BlackRock and Fidelity,
people don't understand
again, people are just hoovering all this stuff.
Yeah.
up,
and
right?
people don't understand the importance of, would you like some help with that? Do you need
I can do it myself.
Okay, big boy. I don't think people understand what that's going to look like. The interesting, I think I sent you an article too about with real world assets. I don't know why. And I've been talking about projects like Propy and stuff that are around lending and housing. Right. It's going to be huge.
Right. Well,
that market.
There's Coinbase is already lending people money, like getting credit for a house using Bitcoin. It is now commonplace. Coinbase has like $1 billion.
Commonplace, but it's easier.
Well, they already got $1 billion of loans on the books, right? Deposit your Coinbase with your Bitcoin with Coinbase and get a loan.
Okay. I argue about the meaning of words.
Right. All right. Let's
part of my spectrum-y stuff.
Let's welcome who's here.
Let's welcome who's here.
Give people some love. So thank you for tolerating my borderline ineptitude with getting the stream ready. We appreciate you being here.
Yes.
Chase is here. Welcome. It looks like this is a free stream today. So
it is. Okay.
All
wow,
right.
That's exciting.
So we have Bizan is here. Welcome, a member. Philip Kohler, Bill and Tobie live. Right. Irish Coffee, Duality. Live It is here. Freebies. Nice. Good thing you got here live because I don't know if it's going to stay free, but we're glad to have you here. Right. Quarter Crawler is in the house. Hal Lopez up in the middle of the night in Portugal.
Oh, nice.
The guy falls out of bed. Hot Mess Express.
Hello,
Mojo in the house. Lowenstein, GVC. Pump Token. I don't think we're a fan. Lowenson has been loading up on INJ.
Oh, we talked about that last week.
That's in one of the new picks. I don't know if we're giving out the new picks today. I don't know what we're
doing. We might have to.
We might have to hold back on some of them.
Yeah.
Alan Woods is here with the Arnold Schwarzenegger emoji, a member for 6 months.
Yay!
Lord Nelson with the appropriate name is here from the UK. Late at night. And Donato LFG.
So, but this is kind of fun because maybe you can explain to people what we normally do. Yeah, since it's a free stream today.
Right. All right. So since I screwed up the stream, here's the executive summary as to what happens. I do the the who, what, and why on the general market. Tobie does her thing. I know not to talk about timing because according to Tobie, time doesn't exist.
Well, it doesn't, but
right. So I handle most of that with the Gann model.
Yeah.
And we also do talk about planetary movements. New moon is coming up in Leo. We discuss these things.
I think, oh yeah. And the other thing that's really cool is Venus has moved into Taurus, which is also really critical because Venus is associated with crypto market.
Right. Venus is known in some circles as the crypto planet. So I'll have to plug that into the Gann model. And okay, so then we do that. And then we go over some picks, like Tobie gives me picks. I rank some with the Gann model, which is what you just heard over here. We have some picks for the day, and then we do something called Banter Bomb, where we go through Banter and we pick things live. So if you're not a member, and
you get to see what we do,
and you get to see what we do, and you know, if you're not listening to us, who are you? Who are you listening to?
I think I should do that. Whisper. ASMR. Hello.
All right. So we love you guys. Thank you for showing up, supporting the channel. Members, we definitely dig you. You know, we definitely dig you. All right. So now that I'm done, you know, like nuking the setup, let's go into some picks that, you know, names that people recognize, but they may have forgotten about. What do you think?
I don't know. What is it? What do we want to do?
Okay, here's what we're doing. I'm doing it.
You're doing it.
We are.
Oh, you're doing it. I'll just sit here and watch.
Right. Well, no, not that kind of doing it. Okay, so we are going to go to some picks.
What if we talk about some of the stuff that we picked last week, and we can see where it's moving?
Okay, that I don't have.
Okay.
That I don't have. But and I think that's important to say for members because that was the microcaps, right? Like
yes,
that was like
and that's what I'm super excited to see.
Proof of computer.
Yeah.
You know, crazy, all at 30 million market cap.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's one of the things for the people who are on this stream that aren't members, that it's free today. One of the coolest things, one of my favorite things, and it's been a focus, I think I was saying earlier today, is these micro caps and these really small caps where there's a lot of movement. And so in every single show, we usually go and pull some of those out for you guys to get in early. If you're a paid member, you get early access.
Right.
To
so
that
you
data.
can actually go back and watch last podcast. And we do plan to, you know, aggregate and start doing shorter videos where, you know, we kind of do what I did here. Right. And we're also doing similar things, although not the super small caps. We're doing similar things. Tobie is helping me with Patreon Platinum. So that's a purely report-based thing. And again, we're not here to shill anything, but we want to.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
Let's be honest. Come on.
Yeah.
We want to help you
so
navigate this market. So
right, you help us, so we can help you.
Exactly.
Okay, exactly. So I have Stellar here. You got into Coin Market Cap today. Here's Stellar. This is XRP's cousin in this group that banks. So this is 1 year of Stellar. And here comes the website. So these are some of the picks, the large cap picks for today. You know, Stellar showed up and I was like, ooh, because when Stellar goes, XRP goes. So this nincompoop that sold 175 million.
It's a brilliant time to get into both Stellar and XRP, right? So those are both excellent moves.
Okay, so Injective.
Which
this is 1 year in Injective, and I can't believe.
I know. Look at that.
That they.
Are you sharing the screen?
I am. Let me see if Eagle King. Let me just make sure I'm sharing the screen. Yes, I'm sharing the screen.
Okay.
Okay. Eagle King says I'm sharing the screen. How refreshing. Um,
You guys,
okay.
this is a live, real world show.
Yeah. We don't
plan it. It's
right.
not edited.
Right. We get the picks.
Say bad words.
The GAN model pumps it out, and then it's go, right? And you will find this type of show exactly nowhere else. So here is Injective, the website coming up. Here's the thing about Injective. The GAN model, first of all, look at the people backing it. Google, Galaxy Digital, like.
I think one of the good things about this that I've liked, I mean, the project has been out for 2 years, right? Yeah,
Right.
yeah, so 2 years. It is that it's the speed of it too, which is going to become more and more important. One thing that a lot of people aren't talking about, which they'll start talking about it by the end of the year, because that's what usually happens. I start talking about it and then everybody else does. But how critical the infrastructure and speed are going to be as the adoption goes more and the crowd gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So these are the issues that we're looking at that are critical to building the platform. And that, for those of you who are new, sorry, this might be a repeat for our members, but for those of you who are new, I think one of the things that we do on this show that's a little bit different from everybody else is we're really talking about long-term trends, right? So our show is about building wealth and contributing to the platform of the future, right? It's not about, we're going to give you the crappy meme coin that you can make a couple thousand off of in the next 3 days if your timing is perfect and it doesn't get dumped while you're sleeping. That's not the game we play. So
and we shop when it's down, by the way. Like, I should have known this market was going to go down when I tried to play Banter Bomb this show or the other day. I mean, we got the small caps when it was down. And when I pulled up Banter and she's like, really, there's nothing there that I'm really interested in. I'm going to run in the other room and sell, right? Or tell everybody to sell, because that was, it completely blew up. Okay, Injective, according to the model, is something that AI agents are going to love. Yeah. They have something where, on this chain, big players can't front run small players. And of course, we have Tornado Cash, which has been very flat. It doesn't really do much. Some exchanges have delisted it. Maybe some of it's back. They win this case. It's good to go. This is just antivirus, just as a point of information. I'm kind of hoping that this is...
it's a longer play. So, we had the double pump and now we've got a long holding.
I'm kind of hoping it's maybe this from a tactical point of view. Mm-hmm. Let's hope so. I mean, I'm just hoping to get a boost off Tornado Cash. The coin needs a catalyst, and I think it's going to get one. Right, and if it doesn't get one, then I'm going to get on the air and I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So Ondo was in the picks for today. So I mean, from real world assets, just so you'll know, in the last 72 hours, Tobie's given us Morpho DeFi, THORChain cross-chain, CHEX, right? RWA along with Clearpool. So
yeah, our RWA coins are really undervalued and not a lot of people are paying attention to them. So that is one bucket that I want to make sure all of y'all have filled. That's because it's I thought we'd really see the heat of it beginning quarter of next year, but it looks like it could be heating up even faster, which is super exciting for me. And all of my predictions this year, the second half of this year, are coming quicker than I imagined, and I really like that. So I want everybody to be really prepared. I think this is probably the last real low that you're going to see in the market for some time.
Last call, people. $sign button at the bottom of the chat. Come on in. to listen to the Oracle. So you can be Neo. Okay, artificial superintelligence token, the most frustrating fun play in crypto. And according to Tobie, the time is now. So, this is research infrastructure for decentralized AI. I don't know if I told you the story, but your favorite website thing, Replit.
Oh yeah,
a developer.
I bet I saw that. I heard you talk about it on your show.
Yeah.
And so I looked it up. It is very interesting because I have been working with Replit building a few things. I told you all on the last stream, I'm doing a market indicator.
Right.
That's one of my next projects coming out. It's really interesting. He didn't really lose anything, but they made a big deal out of it.
Right. Well, it's great. It's great publicity.
Don't trust AI kind of a thing. But everything is what you make of it. I mean, it requires a steady hand.
Right. And then, from the last list that you gave me the other day, I remember Grass being on the list, which is AI for normies. Like I said, we'll probably cover some of those names on the market update, just like the bigger obvious ones.
Mm-hmm.
And we also, last time we covered Tobie's like upside price predictions for things like Solana and Ethereum. So again, you really want to go back and check out the last stream by pushing the button and
if you're in the platinum membership, right, all of those are in the reports.
Right. They're in the reports and then some. We do even more there. Last report I did, I provided she picked large caps, which I can tell you about now.
Okay.
She pulled out, we did the three obvious plays. We did Ethereum, Solana, XRP, and then you pulled out SUI, SEI, and Tau, big riches out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the GAN model came up with levels underneath the market. I asked it what are the best levels to kind of get involved? And it gave me some levels. I'm like, oh my God, that's crazy. It's never going to go down there. It was down there 2 days later. And thank God it was disciplined enough to listen to the model. So yeah, you want to go check that out. This is video and small caps. The other membership is reports, large caps, small caps,
timing,
just timing, just not,
because I do big timing, but it does.
Right. So in this stream,
timing.
It's small caps. Time doesn't exist. In that one, we do focus on timing. Okay, so here comes a screen share for a request for ENA. Okay, did I get the screen share? Did I get it? I'm getting it. I have it. I have caught the fish. Okay, here's ENA. Okay, this is three.
It's like a nice cup.
Right. It's a rounding bottom. 3 months. I don't know if you want to. Do you want to fish? Do you want to venture a price target?
What is the time frame there?
1 year.
Well, when we look at all of these charts, and I've been looking, for price predictions going out a year, and I think most of these will at least hit 60 to 70% of their high. So then you can look at how much room there is.
Right. So what she's talking about is we're going to do a 62% retracement of this to this. Right. I'm guessing that's 80 cents.
Yeah, it's between those two. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We have a totally unique way of doing TA on the show. we have me on the market update with Lux Algo and extra thick Coke bottle glasses. Here we have, an intuitive TA. That's what I call it.
I have a different way of looking at the market.
Right.
Than almost everybody. So.
Right. That there's no doubt
Can't
about
help it.
that. Right. No. Digital dollars for the internet economy is what ENA is.
Yeah, we haven't looked at this in a long time. I think when did this come out? Did this come out a year and a half ago? I don't know. We're not on CoinGecko. Oh, there. So you can look at the max.
Right. Here's max. So this was May of 2024. Okay.
So not quite a year and a half ago. Yeah, right. I remember when it came out, it was really big. Then again, it hit its height. So I think about 60%, but we're not on the chart anymore. So.
Okay. Well, you sent back. It's going to be a 75, 80%.
Yeah.
Now we do have 2 picks, which we're going to say for the members, we do have 2 extra picks.
Really unusual ones.
Yeah. Outside the box ones that you probably haven't heard before. But I do want to go back to artificial superintelligence token.
Yeah, I mean, that one has been like since last year. It was so hot. And then it just kind of died. Yeah. But it's coming back.
It's like, when moon? Like, do you have any idea what the catalyst is? This is my big question.
Okay, so you ask this question every show.
No.
I feel like I give the same answer.
No. I'm changing my question
because catalyst.
I know what happens, right? I know that the goddess sandal comes off and it's like incoming. And I got to duck every time I say alt season and when moon. But the key question is, what is the catalyst that gets these AI decentralized crypto going? Is it like something happens in Web 2? It's like, can you give me any color on that? Because I keep pounding the table.
I know. Well, I think I keep telling you too that it's a confluence of events.
Right.
And
remind me for our free friends out there.
Yeah, like all of these things, it's multiple things that kind of come together and make this wave that really pushes it. The AI narrative was huge in 2024. I didn't expect it to be as big. I felt like it kind of had its time. It's still really good to have, which is why I pointed out. But I think other stuff is going to do a little bit better in terms of movement. But almost all of these coins, you're going to see 40 to 60% of their last high around, which was for most of them December, January, right?
Right.
So that's just good. You can just look at how much room for movement there is. When it comes to what's going to make it happen, that's not it. Like I said, it's so hard to say because it's a bunch of things all at once.
Okay.
And one thing I feel like what we might see coming here soon is a little bit of a suppression in the AI market. Like people are, at first they were like, AI will save us. And now they're like, AI will kill us,
Right.
So I think a lot of people are nervous and backing off these projects. If you look at the narrative, like what you were talking about today, so you contributed to that. There's a lot of negative narrative around AI now, which is great because we always do the opposite of what everybody else does. So I think that a lot of this AI stuff, including in the stock market, there's going to be a bit of a dampening effect on it, which means there might be some artificial suppression. But the key moment for it is really, so if you want to look at the things that will do better in AI, will be things that are around the Web3 narrative, right? So that's where we're going to see the critical what's the word? Thing. Waiting for you to translate, Bill. Waiting for you to translate. So I don't know how to describe it. But it's like, oh, excuse me, my allergies are crazy. I won't die on the show, though, I promise. Yeah, so it'll reach a critical mass. So I think it kind of got overinflated a little bit
Right.
last year. And so I was surprised that it lasted through the beginning of the year as much as it did. So I feel like there's a little bit of a suppression. And it's almost like,
The bigger the base, the higher in the space.
well, for sure. But it's almost like people were promoting every project was AI.
Right.
I sent you that one thing, the Max thing. Did you
Right.
look at that?
Not yet.
No, that's hilarious. I wanted to show people on the show. Super, super hilarious. So I think there's going to be some backing off of the AI stuff, and especially something like artificial intelligence that's in the name. It's like before they were just putting AI in the name of every coin.
You're saying Web 2 could scare everybody with whatever they're coming up with, and that could recreate a new renaissance in decentralized AI? Does that make sense?
Probably, yeah. I just think that there's going to be a backing off on the AI stuff a little bit. And there's going to be more of a focus on the DeFi for now. But these are still good long-term plays, right? That's why I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, look how much it has to go. That's why I was telling everybody, this is just something that the way that I'm looking at, like this chart here right now.
Right.
It was down a whole bunch. It's trying to recover. It didn't hit its, previous low. So that to me is always a good sign. And so I'm looking at that and I'm going, well, yeah, that's an easy 40 to 60% increase.
Okay. So do you want to give them a sample of Banter Bomb? Do you want to give them one or two?
Let's go with the top coins.
The top coins. Okay.
Let's see what's.
Okay. So this is 100. Let's do 100 to 200.
No, let's do 1 to 100.
Okay.
Because there's a lot down.
I got an idea. How about we do 1 to 100? Okay.
Thank you.
So, okay. So this is over the last week, right? Because this thing got monkey hammered over the last 2 days.
Yeah.
And it actually unwound everything it did over the last week.
Okay.
Right,
so for because what I'm doing for the new people on the show, the rest of you who've been, I kind of want to show them, sort of how I look at it, right? So not everything, but a lot of things are down right now. Ooh, Tia, that's a good one.
Right,
virtual. There's so much good stuff today. But to see the real bargains, right? So I'm going, oh, there's a sea of red. Let me look where the real bargains are. So I would go to 1 month, see if there's anything down overall for the month.
Because I'm pretty sure Celestia was on the list you gave me yesterday.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. So here's where you can see the real. Oh, wow.
Okay.
We're gone.
Okay. No, okay. We're back. We're back.
I love how he just clicks the button when I'm about to say something.
I have like a little Tourette's. Okay. So this is 1 month Banter.
Mm-hmm. And so these are the things that have been suppressed for a while. Right? That's what I'm looking at. If it's a coin that I like, and there's very little here, but I see Aptos is there.
Right.
Some of them are down so little, can't even see the little names on.
Right. ICP is down. Monero is down for privacy.
Mm-hmm.
That could be very interesting.
Yeah. And I wouldn't touch Pump. I still think it's got a long way to the bottom right now. So this is what I would do. There's been a downward trend after an upward trend. So we're looking at things that are down for the month because those are the things that have the most room to grow for me.
Okay.
Right. So, or things that are up very, very little, like Tia is up just a little. That's a coin that I love. That's a good, gosh, is that the gaming coin there?
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this winds up getting picked like every other show.
Yeah. Oh no, this is the other one. Yeah. No, it's not that one.
Oh yeah. No, this is Skynet coin.
Yeah.
This is WorldCoin. This is, Yeah, this is like scan your
I thought that
eyeball.
was
Right.
the wild
And this
coin.
is potentially, this is, believe it or not, this is potentially a competitor to Bitcoin. Okay, so I'm going to do something I rarely do.
Oh gosh, should we be scared?
Probably. You're going to look at the 1 week, and for our members, I'm going to go get some of the picks you gave me the other day. So maybe we can throw one or two in there, or do you want to rock it on Banter?
No, let's just do it.
Okay, well, we're going to rock it on Banter. Go ahead. This is 1 to 100. So this is.
Yeah, but you have to give me the number I like.
Okay, well, this is 1 to 100. This is the top coins for a week.
Okay, so the ones that I think are going to move. Well, virtual's down 17%. XRP, excellent. Fetch, excellent. Aptos, again, we already talked about it.
Yeah, Aptos is like
Ton,
okay.
I would get all into that. Mint, SEI. I think Polkadot is really on an up wave. That's why I wanted to look at some, but virtual, always good. And then
Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the rebranding.
It's
of
really
Phantom.
been,
this is like,
yeah, it's been really, really struggling.
Right. So this
so
is
those are some great picks.
So
that's about 6 or 7.
Right.
That's a lot.
Right. So we're rocking it today. More on the large cap side. Aptos is, Aptos originally was mixed in with SUI, SEI in the beginning, right? Back when this whole thing started. So I think you got your large cap picks. We want to thank everybody who showed up today, free and not free. We are going to, we appreciate our members tolerating the fact that I just can't seem to push the right button. Thank God Eagle King was here. Quarter Crawler wants to look at ZBCN.
Okay.
We'll take a look at that. Let me get that going here. ZBCN. Okay, Zebec Network. I think we've
looked at this, yeah, not in a while. So let's see what it's been up to.
Okay, Zebec Network. There is 3 months.
Yeah, I think we were looking at it about like 4 to 6 weeks ago. We talked about it on the show, and it's kind of holding steadily in that wobble zone, but gradually moving up. I love that. I love every low is higher than the previous low. And this is infrastructure
for real world value. So we don't understand what it is, so it must be good, right? Around the world, blockchain is being adopted. Zebec is helping create a future where money and value move freely. Okay, so
yeah, this is a real world asset.
A real world asset play, right? Okay, all right. The Eagle King is prompting me. Market update starts in 5 minutes. Members, thank you. Today was large cap day. Last podcast was small cap day. Perhaps I could encourage you to hit the $ button at the bottom of the chat, or there's a join button on the homepage. Come on, see us. Because you know what? Now is the time. When she says you'll never see these prices again, she said that in Bitcoin at 77K. And guess what? You've never seen these prices again. People, that's it for today. Tobie, thank you. We will see you next time.
Bye.